Voice test. Alright, it's good. It's good, I think. Okay. Alright, I should join a call, by the way. Yes, please join our, Discord. Please. Yeah, thank you, Belle. Thank you.
Hi.
Heyo.
Oh. Hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
We
Yeah.
can hear you.
So
It's been like half a year since we talked.
Okay, I'm going to share this on Twitter.
all right. Oh yeah, Hold on. Let me do that too.
I tweeted it on my Twitter, the broadcast Twitter, on Facebook.
Already that we're live?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
wait, that we're live.
Yeah.
Well, I tweeted the previous video, but
Sup
not
Bruhz.
not live.
We are live now. With you know what? Boom. Come join us. Sweet. So, all right. Hello, Sandra. Thank you very much for today. I know it's like midnight on your time, right?
Yeah, it's nothing.
All right. Cool. All right. Let's get to it, shall we? Let me get ready really fast. And before we start, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. Well, hi everyone. I'm Sandra Molina or Sandra MJ or whatever. I'm an artist working for Blizzard Entertainment and DC Comics, Dark Horse. I've been kind of everywhere. And I'm the developer of this game, the Hayseed Knght, and I really don't know what else to say, but you know.
I mean, you could talk about, your hobbies and,
My hobbies include hiring people to voice act like Belsheber here.
Aw, thank you.
I
love how you said my name. Like it sounded really cute with your accent.
How do you actually say it?
I think you technically did say it right.
Okay, how is it? I try to say like Belsheber.
Yeah, you said it right.
Okay.
Well, so see, so to anyone else I've known, it's like even like people who are fluent in English in America, most of them can't even really say it.
Really?
Yeah, I can't even say it.
Yeah, it's really hard for most people.
It looks really normal to me. Like if I didn't know, I would be like, okay, that's a normal name. Like totally.
Thank you.
I mean, it sounds like super common to me. Then again, it sounds like, I have a different perception of what normal is because, like Spanish, we have different names.
Hey, but you know what? Unique is the new normal.
Your name is beautiful. It's a point here.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, boss.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yes.
You know what? Let me hold on 1 second.
Rodriguez. For some reason, it's on the chat.
Oh, cool. Rodriguez.
Rodriguez in Spanish.
Oh, damn, that sounds so cool. Rodriguez. Oh, God.
You have to do the rolling R thing, the
Ew, that sounds like a gargling. Oh god, that sounded so bad.
You tried your best.
I didn't have that much of a problem with it. It's like,
it sounded like a cat, like not.
What's going on right now?
trying to roll my R's, damn it. Oh, you can do that, damn it.
No, it's not that poor. It's like like a motorbike starting. Yeah, that's it. And then you go Rodriguez.
I think it doesn't help that I ate a cookie before we're coming here, so.
Is that an excuse, Belle? Is that an excuse?
No, it's not an excuse.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we're gonna
It's
be
okay.
like that.
It's okay. I couldn't roll R's until it was like 6, maybe. So it's okay. I know your pain.
Damn, I don't think I remembered being able to do that until I was like middle school, maybe.
Cookie problems.
But hey, cookies are so worth the problem.
Oh yeah. I see.
I love doing meows.
Okay.
I think that's like the highest my voice will ever get.
Okay, mine gets super high, like super high, like.
Oh damn!
Damn!
Hi, Alice.
Hey, Alice.
Okay, that's that.
OMG, Alice, thank you for joining the call. Oh, sorry. God.
Mr. Rodriguez, I'm Spanish, so I will say it the right way, you know, because it comes from my land. Though, you know, actually, if it's like Latin American pronunciation, it's Rodriguez. If it's like Castilian Spanish, that's Rodriguez. It's different.
Oh,
Oh,
Rodriguez, like a TH at the end.
Yeah. In Spanish we do the th. So if you see any film saying they are Spanish and they do an S at the end of the word, it's wrong. That's wrong.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
Really
one second,
cool.
guys. Let me talk to chat. Hey, what's up, chat?
Dun.
Yeah. Oh, that's the chat you guys were looking at. Okay, gotcha. Hold on. Let me.
Rodriguez.
You try.
God,
Rodriguez.
I am
You-
such a try-hard loser.
No, you're not.
Hey, try hard is good, alright? It improves you, know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I'd rather try and then fail than like not try.
Alice, that's actually that's a legend actually. Totally, you know, totally related. Like actually, it's because wait, I wrote this down because it's like really long.
Rodriguez. Hallie Jasmine Rodriguez.
Alright, 1 second, guys. I'm trying to. Or, Bell. I'm gonna rely on you on Twitch chat if that's cool, because I don't think I could see it at the same time. If that's cool?
So far,
Alright, gotcha. Alright, so. You know what? Let's start this. Yeah. Let's get this started. So, right now we're gonna play a game called the Hayseed Knght, created by Sandra MJ. And welcome,
Yo.
Sandra MJ. Yeah.
Hey.
And we are gonna play this right now, but before that, let me call you guys on Skype, and then yeah, so I could do a screen share with you guys, so you guys could see the game while we play it together. So, oh, and
Yeah.
Sandra, if you can, could you mute your Skype mic if that's cool?
Yeah. Don't.
Alright, cool. So, and then, let me do a share screen. And then do that. And then go to preference. Make the volume a little higher. So you guys could hear the song. And let me know if the sound is right for you guys. All good? You guys hear and see what I see?
I'm seeing what you see. I have no idea if I'm hearing it.
Oh, alright. Maybe a little louder?
okay, I can see the screen.
Can you
Wait, I know what's going on. 1 second.
can you Oh wait.
1 second.
Yeah, see screen.
Wait, I screwed up on that part. Hold on. Oh, 1 second. What? 1 second? Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Okay, so...
God.
Oh, hold on.
I refuse.
Okay, so... Huh? Why there's an echo? Hold on one second. Is it on my side? Hold on. I mean, you guys could hear what I hear, right?
I couldn't, but I think that may be on my end.
Oh, okay.
Okay, let me check. Okay, yeah, I can hear now.
You can hear now? All right, sweet.
Yeah.
So, all right. Let me do a little louder for you guys. All right, so.
Okay, now that's too loud for me.
Oh, sorry. All right.
Okay. Now.
All right. So now, sorry about the technical difficulty. All right, now, the Hayseed Night. Let's start, shall we? Or before that, should we go to the About tab?
That's the credits and stuff.
Oh.
You can see Belsheber there, and Melody, and Travis, and Joe, the nice people.
Oh. And for those who don't know, these are our Bruhz, the voiceover actors. And if you guys want to check them out, clicked on them, I guess? Right?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yep.
sweet.
Yeah.
So, alright, now, you know what? Let's get to the game, shall we? Are you guys ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yes.
Alright, let's do this.
Alrighty.
This is the first development demo. Anything displayed is subject to change in later versions. Feedback will be very appreciated, so feel free to contact me on Twitter. Me as in Sandra. Yeah.
Yes, this is me.
Alright, let's do this.
The blues a link, so.
Oh, do you mind if I narrate, Sandra?
Go ahead.
Alright.
Go right ahead.
This is hard. Harder than I would have thought, man. I mean, coming back? I've been walking for who knows how long. But here I am. So let's see how heirlooms change in my absence. Is that right? Heirloom?
Heirloom.
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 Yeah, you almost got it right, so...
Heirloom. Heirloom. Alright, heirloom. Heirloom, right? Alright.
Actually, if you could lower the music a little bit, because I can barely hear you still, you know?
Oh, okay, hold on.
Just right click, that's it.
Music.
Music, yeah. Okay, right.
Alright, and resume.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to it.
Yeah, because the music is not our main priority. The main priority is voices.
Alright, so, Hero, so good to see you. Yeah. The royal pathway, fancy as ever. People, tired people, gods, I still hate you all. Wow, did I really just said that? I swear, I swear that if someone so much as looks at me twice, I'm leaving and not coming back. For real, guys. Seriously, hey. No, looking at me? No, really? How can you ignore this big hat? Do you even know who I am? You witless bunch of flappadoodles. God. Fine. Whatever. I guess that has been longer than I thought. Leave the whole fame and glory thanks to the people who actually deserve to be mentioned. Like me, of course.
Right?
Yeah. After all, I'm basically doing charity work here. There's no reason for me to come back. I should have just stayed out of Akazor forever. Akathor forever. Yeah. I should have learned not to care about the things they say about that dumbass at this point. Yeah.
Damn.
But the things they've been saying about him are just crazy, you know. The Knights of the Upper Field. That's how they call him. Him now. And they sing dumb songs about all the awesome things he never did. Battling monsters, serving whatever king or queen rules that time, casting spells, loving dust, loving dust until morning comes, making forest banish with a single scream. God. Oh,
That's totally a reference to Fushoda, but no one got it.
okay, gotcha. I gotcha. Can I mention this? I really love the background art style really much. It has this originality coming out, so I just want to mention
Thanks.
that. Yeah. Is that all you?
Yeah, everything is me. Art, writing, everything.
Oh, sweet.
Programming.
Right. Now.
Dun.
And you know what? It's getting really hard to remember what's true and what's a lie. And that's scary. Yeah.
I know, right? It's like real life.
That's the single scariest thing that's ever happened to me. I like him too much to ignore this anymore, so I'm going home. Oh, I'm a lady? Oh, excuse me for my language, my bad. And I'm going to tell everyone what kind of idiot their dear Knights is, you know what I'm saying? Figuratively. In a book, without my name, okay? Without your name, okay?
Wow.
I don't especially want to be lynched. True that, girl, true that. Oh, wait, right.
We're gonna be anonymously roasting this guy.
Oh, wait, right. This was a letter. Can you read yet? If so, tell your mother I hate her. If not, I guess she'll just burn this letter for you or for your convenience. Wish me luck all the same. I have no idea of how to start this. No, I don't. Chapter 1! The Fickle Queen. What better way to start a story than when things are about to go south?
Damn, this song is lit.
Alright.
It's all free music, you know.
I know. Everyone's favorite character.
Well,
Okay.
yeah?
You should like lower the voice a little bit because it's as loud as it was originally, you know.
Oh,
So it's kind of super loud.
I mean, would you like to hear the voiceover actors, right? So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so would you like to put the sound volume up, you mean?
No, use the voice is a little bit too
There's a
loud.
voice
no?
option.
Oh, it's too low.
Yes. Yeah, too loud.
Oh, too loud. Okay.
Loud. Yeah.
All right.
I have a problem with that word, you know.
Oh,
Like,
okay. No.
There was this one time I was directing Bell, and I was like, "You have to say that louder," and he was like, "What? Louder? Louder!" And I had to say it like 20 times.
I mean, now I understand what you mean, but damn, like,
All right.
I won't say the directing was hard, but it's like, not with communication, that is, like, the hardest part was, like, actually going through with, like, you know, doing the voice.
I see.
Yeah.
1 second, guys. Belle, could you do me a big
Yeah.
favor? I believe. Could you check your mic connection? Just you know.
Yeah, it's kind of going.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Wait, hang on.
One moment, guys. One moment.
Of course, this happens to me.
Oh, now it sounds nice.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Let's continue. All right.
Let's introduce our characters. And the first character we
Anniversary
see-
love Geoff. Yeah.
Everyone's universal favorite is Geoff.
Actually, he's the one that's had most.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah,
There
it's
he is.
Wait.
here you go.
Is that Joe? Is that
Yeah.
Joe?
There
Yeah,
it
not yo.
is.
Do we have to go through this every single fuck?
Whoa!
And there's me, Adder.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Oh, dude. I really love, like, I've seen your Twitters and says, I really love your character design. By the way, Sandra.
Thanks.
All right, now let's get going, shall we? Oh, let me know when to stop too, all right? Like, if you want to explain stuff. All right, let's go.
A beast! I saw a beast!
Way to call me an eyesore.
I'm telling you, I saw a beast!
Right. Look, I'm not drunk enough for this, so good.
Wait, no. You're right. It has to be a Macadar! They're coming for me!
Can you stop screaming like an idiot and use your brain for a second?
I knew they'd get to the city one day! We need to tell everyone!
There are no damn trees around, you dimwit!
a long shot followed right after, or that's what we'll go with since the word or the words, excuse me, their dear neighbors use were too colorful to be reproduced. You know what I'm saying?
So it was
Then what'd you scare me for, Mr. Bard?
Uh, my bad, Bell. What's up?
no, it's cool. So basically, it's like, fuck, shit, bitch.
Damn.
The sun ain't up yet, and if you don't quit your whining, we're gonna get it beaten.
Damn
Says
right.
you, the buck who hath been delighting mine ears with his pitiful wailing all night long.
What?
You've been talking in your sleep again.
Oh, and then there's a choice right here. Interesting. Not my fault, but the beast. Sorry. So, yeah, my question is, does this choice reflect what will happen in the future at the beginning? Just wondering.
Okay, this one doesn't quite. It's quite inconsequential, you know.
Oh, I see. So,
Right.
This one's basically to just introduce you to the choice selection.
oh, I gotcha. So, what would you guys want to talk or want to choose?
This is a hard
Both
one.
now.
Wait, what?
Vote
No, I was
now.
Sorry.
Oh, vote
See, I
now.
have a-
You can decide. You know what? Let's check.
I have a really hard time with like V, B, you know. We don't
Oh.
have those in Spanish, so it's.
It's
So
okay.
if I say something like vote, I mean vote.
Oh, okay. It's okay. Like, I'm Japanese
got the
too, and
context,
I
that's
have a
for
like
sure.
problem with R's and L's, so don't worry, girl. Don't worry. So,
Hey.
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 So, hold on one second. What?
All right, everyone in the comments, you decide who. No, sorry, what adder says next?
Sorry. We got one sorry.
Dun, 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 dun.
By the way,
It's too late to apologize.
Yeah.
it's too late. Oh, by the way, there's
Too late,
I didn't-
apologize.
I didn't know there was an animation to this.
Yes. I'm really proud of that. You know, like I spend like super silly amounts of time in like the smallest things. I just keep like, I was like, okay, I have to do all this stuff, and I don't feel like it, so I'm going to slack off animating everything. You know?
I feel you. I mean, it takes really long time, so. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's just say sorry. How about that? Do you guys feel sorry?
That is a nice guy.
Okay.
So do that.
All right. All right. Belle, you know what? You said this is you, right? Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, there's no way that was real. Sorry, Bard. I'll try to dream a little lower.
How do you try to dream a little lower, bro? Anyway.
hey,
I can try.
That's what you said last time. Ah,
also, it's physically impossible.
can't a deer have a hangover in peace for once?
You know that
Every
I'd move
drunk
away if I
ever.
could, but
Wait. What was that? What?
Every drunk ever.
Don't sweat it, kid. Once you're faring better, you'll take us both out of our misery.
wait. Fair? Fair. Oh, 3!
Don't.
The fair!
I swear to Bite, kid, if you keep screaming, I'm going to kill you.
Whoa. And so, Adler's heavy hooves stomped the ground with the force of a stampede as he sprinted away, making Gilf regret every decision that led to him suffering this torment.
Glad we sorted that out.
Nah.
Okay, I'm going to stop you right now.
Okay.
You can see like there's a tab in there. It says encyclopedia I don't know how to say this word.
Ency-
Encyclopedia.
There's
It's up there.
Yeah.
Wait, up,
Yeah,
up?
it's in the middle. Up, up, up.
Oh, oh! Oh, you could click on it. Oh, okay, I'll click on it if that's cool.
Yeah. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Got, like,
The
Yeah, you can learn
characters.
more about the lore, the characters, the dictionary,
Okay,
the location.
let's I believe people want to know the characters, so let's see the character
Hell
first.
yeah.
All right.
All right.
Oh, this is cool. All right. There's a swamp,
Slum dwellers,
which is not available yet.
dun, dun, dun.
Adder, and Gia.
Oh, this is nice. Okay, okay.
This is the old art. I have to change it back.
Adderson, son of Gearpaws of the Upper Field.
I mean, I don't see. I really love the art though. It looked like someone actually sketched this, right? And then
Yeah, I
right,
mean-
yeah.
You know the proportions are the old ones because I revamped the whole art and stuff.
Oh, I see. I
This
see.
is the old art style.
Oh man, I recognize some of these sketches.
Anyway, let's get to it. Sorry. So,
Yeah, you can continue.
all right. Age 22, a roe deer, birthplace Raven of Olus.
Yeah, I say that's Chan, but that's because I'm Valencian. So
Oh.
actually, let's just go with Chan.
Chancer
Sounds
Province.
real-
Okay.
Yeah,
And Adder is a bumpkin who moved from the southwest limits of the steppes to Heirloom with a single objective in mind: becoming a knight. He's a peasant, however, and pretty damn poor at that, but that's never stopped him. Lives in Slander District with his self-proclaimed only friend Geoff and close edge.
you can
Y-
you can switch pages with the
Arrow
what's the
key?
name?
Arrow key?
Yeah.
Up. If you go up. Up.
Oh,
to the-
this
yeah,
thing.
That's it.
Okay, that's cool. All
Oh,
right.
that's so cool.
Yeah. All right. Let's flip the page.
Flip the page like an actual book.
Geoff, son of Igad.
Knght.
Hanide voice, excuse me. Age, guess, yeah, probably. Yeah. Race, a cane deer?
Yeah.
Oh.
You
And-
know, these
Yeah.
pronunciations were all thought for like a Spanish reader reading them out loud. Okay,
Okay.
so they are kind of like something Spanish people will be used to.
Uh-huh.
So when I used to pronounce other as ader, you know.
There. Oh, okay.
So when Bell first read his name as Ader, I was like, yeah, sure, yeah, that works.
Oh, right.
So I just kind of stick to that all the time. And I'm like, someone says a name, and I'm like, yeah. That's how you say it. Yeah.
All right. So, uh-huh.
That's
Geoff's
Geoff.
ugly.
What,
Notice Geoff's ugly mug. Like
Oh.
that's what
What?
he was. Look at his dopey face.
yeah, right here.
That's exactly what that was what he was originally looking like.
Yeah.
Quick question. What does this symbol represent? Does that represent the...
That's the writing, actually.
Oh, that's the
Like,
writing.
I made an actual alphabet and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. This is really cool. I haven't gotten to talk about it yet, but you can learn to read in story.
Oh, damn. All right.
That is so. Oh, that's cool. Oh my god, I can imagine so many fans like typing out "I love you" in this language. That is gonna be so awesome.
All right, so let's get to Geoff's intro. So Geoff is, as he will make sure to tell you at some point or another, be it relevant or not, the son of Igad, a famous troubadour, that wandered through Akathor, Akathor, playing in the most important places, or palaces, All that Igad lit for Geoff was his voice and his depths, however. He claims to be Ader, Only's friend and supporter in his quest to become a knight. A claim that is questionable at best and dubious at most. Bad at drinking, bad at playing, a bad influence, and a bad friend. But hey! He lets Ader live for free with him in his old run-down house in Slander District. So, In?
I will stab you if you say other one more time.
Okay, my bad. My bad, my bad. Alright, so let's close the entry
fail.
for now. Resume and then go to lore. How about it?
Okay, no, you have like a ton of lore.
Oh, how big is the lore though?
Encyclopedia
Okay,
big,
this is just the beginning of the lore. You can just check it out. It's a lot of lore, like a lot of lore.
Oh, there's a Macadeer, right? And then there's
a Macadar, a
can't-
Macadeer.
Yeah, it's a dumbest spawn. I'm sorry.
there's a religion too. Oh, interesting. And there's the War of Two, Silent Age, Second Creation.
Okay, for some reason, the encyclopedia decided to mess the order up for some reason. So
Oh.
actually, it should be like the War of Two, the Silent Age, the Second Creation, and the Barhan Rebellion, but it's not in the right order.
It's not in the right order.
I'll fix it at some point.
All right, gotcha. So,
Oh damn, that kind of sucks for an encyclopedia out of order.
Yeah,
so
I know.
But, it's a work in progress.
let's just see one thing, right? And Adder's a cane, right? If I recall.
Get off, yes.
All
The
right.
opposite in that game.
So, oh, that's how it looks like. Interesting. The oldest bloodling that still roam the land, the deer population is mostly located on the Acane steppes. In fact, Acane is just the Sirnar abbreviation of a
It gets long.
Bascatet phrase.
Basca.
Bascatet? I don't know how to say it.
Basacted.
Basketti.
Okay, no. I'm going to quote Melody here.
What?
Basacted.
Basacted.
Because you know,
Uh-huh.
Melody is Seb's. Well, you haven't met her
right?
yet.
Oh, I met
Melody-
her. I met her. Don't worry.
Yeah, no. I mean the character.
Oh, okay.
Right, like she comes
so-
in later and you will love her. Oh my
Yes.
god.
Yes. So I mean, she said the word so cool. She was like basacted. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's the official translation. That's it. I'm sorry, guys.
Okay.
We're close. This is it.
Okay, gotcha.
So yeah, it's basacted.
Basacted. All right, basacted phrase. Ikaya, I don't know, Niptan? Ikaya
Yeah, you
Niptan?
can, whatever.
Whatever.
Nipton.
Niptan. Those who are red inside. Interesting. So, I believe the lore is going to be a little long, so let's, yeah, let's,
It's really long. It's
Yeah.
a lot of lore.
Let's go back
Read at your own laser, you know.
yeah, and there's a dictionary too if you guys have any problem about the stuff, like, there's
Born
only...
Eater. Oh, that was
Horn Eater! No, don't spoil it, don't spoil it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, well, you know what? Someone was probably gonna pause the video and read that, so
Oh,
Yeah,
or...
it's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you'll find out soon enough what a Horn Eater is.
Yeah. In fact, guys, play the game. How about that? So,
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah, dude. Oh, wow, that's one heck of a revolutionary idea.
anyway,
oh my god, why hasn't anyone else thought of that? Like, play the game.
and if you guys know where you could get this game, it's at itch.io, the Hayseed Knght, or check the link in the description below. So, yeah. Alright, let's get back to the game. A whole year had come and gone since he first set a foot on the streets of Slander District, the most infamous slums of the capital. A place so heinous that walking there alone at night was considered a suicide attempt. A place where you were in your right to keep a house if you could outlast its previous owner. Because buck-toothed idiot who can barely wield a knife are oh so scary. Where he'd once felt like a poor frown fearing for his life, now he felt like a poor deer fearing for his life, but at least he actually knew his way around after such a long time avoiding brigands. Quick question, the narrator
Yes.
in this one is same person, right?
Yeah, but it's like, okay, you figure out she's a woman, so anyway,
Yeah.
sometimes she like leaves the writing aside and she's like wondering to herself, and that's when it says narrator.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Alright. He had no time to spare worry about trivial matters such as being robbed or stabbed, for he knew fully well that he was to meet his destiny.
The page is gonna skin me alive!
That animation.
a destiny, which most likely didn't really include being flayed by his dearest employer. Though we,
Oh God.
though we can't rule out the possibility of his district superior in line of command whacking him in the head for oversleeping on such an important date. God damn.
What if she hates me now?
I love the gesture he's doing right now. I'm just saying. Then?
The patron will have no problem kicking me out. He'll kick me out and keep my skin as a payment. Nah, that's really dumb. He'll kill me anyways.
So immersed was he in these fatalistic thoughts invading his head that his brain, which was, by all accounts, most made up of sawdust, oh damn, didn't pay any mind to the path his hooves were following. Yo, that was a wall.
Oh dear.
She is.
A soft chuckle alerted Adder that he wouldn't have the benefit of living with the shame of his failure alone.
That was almost impressive. I truly thought that you were going to run straight through that wall for a moment.
He had, indeed, left a sizable hole in the wall we just crashed against. But I doubt the contusion was the cause of his sudden drop in mental speed. Adder leaned back, taking everything in little by little, painfully, slowly.
Dun, 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 dun.
A
I
set...
need to remake this art actually.
Wait, what?
Oh yeah, right. This is like.
Yeah, this is like really, really old, like really, really old.
Ooh, alright.
I have sketched out the new CG, but it's not there yet.
Okay, gotcha. A set of steps walked decidedly towards him, accompanied by a strangely harmonic tinkling, a melody that danced in his ears.
Yeah. That was seen before she wasn't the actress.
Following those footsteps without ever falling out of line.
I know, right? I mean, the moment we cast her as the moment she was cast as Sep, it was like, fuck.
Oh my God.
Oh well.
And yet, it was disturbing to him somehow.
Tony, did you read that?
Wait, what? Where? I'm so horn eater for the boys. Oh, is that what it means, horn eater?
It means a lot of things. you understand when you see it.
Okay.
That sounds like really ominous, like you don't understand when you see it. It's okay, yeah. It's a thing, okay.
I get
it
you.
Is a thing.
Okay, I get you, girl. I get you. All right, so I'm guessing right now in front of us is a horn eater, correct? I'm guessing. No. Oh no. Oh, okay.
No, dude.
Man, I thought Melody was a horn eater, so. Anyway. I still don't know the description yet. I mean, the terms yet. Okay, chill. Anyway. And yet, it was disturbing to him somehow. He feared the worst from such a divine noise. For all he knew, that beautiful voice could belong to a thief or an assassin. And for all I know, maybe he would have feared, or no, far better if he had indeed stumbled upon an assailant. After all, Adder would have normally jumped to his feet and ran away long before being within anyone's stabbing reach. Not this time, though. He hesitated just long enough for a few stray sun rays to wander among the rundown houses, finally casting light upon his foe. That animation, damn! Alright!
Yay!
I know, right? That was
Dang.
good.
Thanks.
Adder's eyes didn't find the glimmering blaze he expected. Oh my god! But a young maiden struggling to hold her laughter back after witnessing such a scene, such a beauty. Oh! The world seems to stay still, turned just a static image, a picture to admire, a fresco just like the ones in a great temple. Oh, he truly lamented not having two eyes to see her better.
Are you okay?
Oh, the hottie! The hottie!
Yeah. Yeah, the hottie.
Adder nodded, though he hadn't really heard the question. Sensing this, the mysterious lass extended a soft hand towards him in an amiable gesture. Nice! Oh! Oh, God.
Take her hand, duh.
Or check
Duh,
her
stupid,
out,
check
duh!
Yeah.
Double duh. Not
Double
part.
duh.
Check her-
Duh.
Oh, wait,
What?
Sandra.
What?
Is this the part where? Is this the part where the line? You know, the hardest line to record takes place.
No. This is not it. No.
So,
No. It's right after. It's right after this.
Okay.
alright.
Okay. Actually, wait, let me cut you right there. It wasn't the hardest line to record. Actually, there was this one line with Joe that took us over 40 minutes.
Oh damn! Wait.
So yeah,
I feel like my line kind of.
yours was 30. I had to sit through 30 minutes. Sit without the age. I hate that word.
Damn.
Yeah, I had. It was too much.
Oh my god! I'll try it in the future not to take 30 minutes.
Don't worry. No, it was really confusing. So it's okay. Check it out. I mean, what? Check it out.
Okay, gotcha.
Check her out.
So, alright, people saying, take that hand. Okay. I usually check her out and then take her hand at the same time, but hey, that's just me, I guess. Anyway.
Can Adder.
Other can only do one thing at a time. Okay.
Okay.
Exactly. He's the type of guy who can't chew gum and walk at the same time.
Oh, wow, dude.
Okay, that's probably harsh, but damn, that's like the best way to describe it.
We love Adder all the same. Don't worry, guys.
Alright.
Yeah, I love Adder. He's my idiot moment.
Alright, let's take her hand, gently, if he can. Yeah.
Take her hand and let's go.
With the self-awareness of a furry potato, Adder finally reached out to take the hand that was being symbolically offered to him. I mean, there's no way she could have actually helped him up. And then Adder just kind of stood there for a while, frozen.
I want you to know that I paid you for this line.
Oh my god! Okay, everyone, get ready for it.
No. There's still a little bit. Until that.
Alright, let's do this. Oh, he was doing his best not to stare. I'm sure.
You know, that's only there because I mislabeled a line. It was supposed to be like when she's about to begin laughing, it went like, you know.
Oh.
But I mislabeled it, and then it went there, and it was like, okay, I'm not sending that. Okay, that's it.
It still sounded good, that's for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
But then again, she was doing basically the same.
Yeah, she was checking me out.
Really hard, I feel like. Yeah, like those pecs right there. Yeah. I can, or the narrator is a girl, right? So,
I can hardly blame either of them, honestly.
all right.
From a standardized, canonical, absolutely not subjective point of view, of course.
If you
Okay.
what?
Back at you.
Oh, back at me. All right.
She was just reading that part.
Alright, gotcha.
I guess you love that.
If you ever heard any story about Adder at all, you'll know that the buck was statuesque even among deers. Seeing him for the first time was something akin to watching a mountain of fluff clumsily walking to stilts, not something you want to miss. The last was, as Adder would put it, all made up of curves. I'm saying that curves, damn. All made up of curves. Yeah, I said dangerous curves. Dangerous curves, damn, where one should tread slowly. And her attire made it clear enough that she was well aware of the effect those curves caused. Yeah.
I got lost in thoughts all alone.
Damn.
Summing up, they're hot. Yes.
Yeah, pretty much.
She was tall enough to.
Out.
She was tall enough to almost look at Adder in the eye, and that was no small feat. No, not because of his height. I mean, but rather because few people know how to look at one-eyed deer. A fiery one she seemed, from her smile to the tip of her braid. Why? Adder could almost swear he'd seen actual embers floating around her. Yes.
Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes.
All right.
Okay. One more line until that comes.
Okay.
Bring it on.
Okay. Lost in so many questionable and half-questionable observations, Adder barely realized his own mouth working to express his admiration in the most laconic way possible.
Damn. You're pretty.
And for a second, Adder felt a twinge of happiness upon realizing he hadn't been rendered speechless.
I want to state once more that the line, that damn, took half an hour.
Yeah, like.
Are you serious?
Yes.
No joke. It's like I kept on sounding like a total, like a frat boy.
Okay. No, he was sounding like he didn't sound like damn or like damn. It was like better stop that. Don't.
Like either dude or dude. Damn.
So yeah, like half an hour of that.
Yeah, that was so hard.
It worked out in the end, so that's good.
Yeah, all right. Thank God.
Okay. No, I didn't tell you this. This is a secret. Well, I'm sorry. I have to come clean. I used the very first damn you said. That's the one I used.
Wow. So
you know what? I'm glad the first take did well enough in comparison to all the other takes in the later 30 minutes.
You know, it just gets confusing if when they try, it gets confusing. So I think it's better to keep it short and to the point, because that's when you get the best result. You know.
Yeah.
That's something I learned directing.
yeah, directing. Yeah. Oh man, that's, in my opinion, that's kind of hilarious, to be honest. So, goddamn.
It is. It is.
It's the kind of hilarious in retrospective thing, you know.
Yeah. All right, so, but that bliss didn't last much longer.
Yeah, there it was.
How inappropriate.
I know, right? God.
Okay, I love this line. This is my favorite line. This is the best line.
Adder's face lit redder than the lady's hair as he realized that he had, in fact, said that out loud.
I'm sorry, missus. I didn't mean... I meant that, but I keep forgetting to say in my town, and Eagle Grab says I shouldn't say things to girls, and...
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
I love that line to death.
He stumbled back, ushering apologized that surely made no goddamn sense whatsoever, or maybe he recited a poem to apologize. Well, never know for sure, for his accent became so thick whenever he lost his cool that academics to this day still argue if that way of talking can truly be considered sinar. But I digress, excuse me. The maiden remained somehow nonchalant. In fact, she was observing him with renewed interest, son.
Now. There's no need to panic. I do appreciate the compliment.
You do?
Well, it was cute, so I appreciate the feeling, I suppose. After all, a deer that dares say such words in public is very rare indeed. Unique, even. Say, haven't we met before?
Adder could feel his fur ruffle under his stare. He did his best to look somewhat composed at the very least.
No.
Short horns, one-eyed, a big round head. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was you. Come on, don't you remember that night on the bridge under Hirab's statue? With the guards laughing at you? You didn't hit your head that hard, did you?
Mrs., I think you have me confused with some other buck. I'd remember you, trust me.
It was a pretty long time ago, but... Wait, I know.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh no.
oh! She bit her.
Oh, no.
She bit her lower lip, and Adder almost sprinted away in fear of suffering a heart attack. I'm pretty sure that he had never held half of coherent two-sided conversation with a girl before, and this wasn't precisely the best place to start. His fragile heart could barely bear being around the opposite gender, and his still contused brain couldn't have a clue of what to make of her strange words. She seemed really convinced of what she was saying, but Adder truly had no idea of what the heck she was going on about.
Come closer.
Who, me? Almost asked the deer, yet there was no one else hiding in the mist of dawn.
I said come closer.
Oh, damn! Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay.
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 Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
That's it?
Okay.
Come on.
I'm sorry.
Don't make me walk over there. Boop.
Okay,
That's close enough.
Oh, my bad.
I've seen the scene like 1,000 times, and it's too much for me.
It's still hilarious, even now. Oh my god.
Hilarious is a word. It's one way to put it. For me, it's like my kokoro. You know?
It gets even better. Keep going, Tony.
All right. She slipped right under Adder's arm, uninvited, but not unwelcomed, if you know what I'm saying.
Now, if you could get on your knees,
On your knees? Damn! Okay.
You know what? Maybe you should see a doctor after all.
Wait.
Oh yeah, I remember this part. It's like I get done doing like some spazzing sounds.
Okay.
He sounded like a lawnmower, you know.
Okay. Okay.
Joseph, there you are!
Oh!
Give me a break.
Girl, I know, right? Damn, we were almost there. In less than a blink, her smile was back on her face as she turned to face the voice in the distance. Oh, is this I don't think she had a name, right? Yeah.
No, she had no
Some
name.
wench.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
wench,
the
yeah,
wench.
the wench. It was some other doe in similar flashy clothing, hurriedly stomping her way towards Yasif, apparently?
You
Joseph.
called?
Joseph. Wait.
And this is Joseph at her, I think at her best, really.
Yes,
She is
I said
so-
bitches. Yeah.
Yeah, her bitchiest. Like this is her at her coolest yet bitchiest moment.
Interesting, alright.
We've been looking everywhere for you!
Where are you going, bro? Where are you going?
I don't want to get up in this cat fight.
God damn.
And so you found me. Congratulations. Now, if you don't mind...
Miss Rochelle's had us searching for hours. She wants you back immediately.
Who's voicing for Joseph? Just wondering.
Burn. Oh wait, that is Sif. Sif's melody.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, like that. Like Jasif is just like another name that Sep goes by.
Ah, gotcha.
You're
Well,
spoiling it.
I'm kind of busy, so would you be so kind to go tell her to find someone else to bother while I catch up with my friend here?
The
Aw.
fair's about to start. Head back already or you'll get us all in trouble.
The red-haired girl stood completely still. She held her breath for an instant.
I'm sorry. Was that an order?
What? Miss Rochelle said...
Say, do you know what happened to the last wench who had the gall to order me around?
Jasif's smile was still plastered on her face, but her eyes had narrowed down to a squint, sharpening her long eyelashes even further.
I don't...
Care to find out?
The doe looking for her stammered color drained from her mane. After a few tense seconds, a pleased smile spread across Jasif's face. Jasif or Jasif? Sorry.
Okay, I can't say the J word, the J sound because it's not in Spanish. So Jasif.
Jasif?
Yeah.
Like
Oh, okay.
Jasif.
yeah, just imagine that's the accent in the last syllable.
Gotcha.
Syllable?
Jasif. Jasif. Jasif? Jasif.
Yeah,
Jasif's.
Jasif.
Jasif's face.
Jasif.
Jasif.
Come now, honey. Don't make that face. I'm just joking here.
Oh.
Yeah, you're
I've
not.
got too much going on as it is to begin picking fights with my sisters. Don't you think?
Right.
Then that's settled. Let's go.
Jasif's whipped her braid as she turned around sharply, making the choir of bells that hung from her hips announce her leave.
I
Adder!
think that's whipped.
Yeah. Shit, bro. Adder had barely just a second to register what the hell's going on, or what the hell happened. He could swear something had moved in the corner, but he couldn't care less because he was just looking.
Hey.
Yeah? Yes?
Eh?
Oh, hey.
No.
Oh, okay. The finest lass he'd laid eyes upon his whole life was about to disappear. No! And she seemed to have forgotten all about him. Facing the prospect of never seeing her again, he tried at the very least to catch up to introduce himself formally. Come on, bro, you got this.
Wait,
I
Oh
need
my,
to update this.
oh my god. I love the tail animation. Are you kidding me, girl? Oh my
that tail
god.
animation
Thanks.
is so badass.
Oh my god.
Yes?
But as Adder was about to speak, he had the same feeling of missing something. And so, as his gaze drifted following her back once more, he noticed something else moving behind her dearie. Something long, like a whip ending on the red tooth of fur. Girl damn! Just saying, girl damn. Okay.
Ooh, she's the.
Okay, no. You have to see the new art for this. I mean,
Oh,
like
okay.
damn, like
Alright.
that's. Yeah, I'm not going to talk about her butt now, but you know,
Yeah, I get you.
it's better.
Yeah.
Oh, damn! She's got the full package. And that
Okay.
and that tail
Okay.
whip.
What?
All right. Let's see
Okay.
what's gonna happen. All right.
Yes.
Something that most definitely didn't look like a servant tail. Confused, his eyes quickly traveled from the zone where her back lost its name to the top of her head. Praying,
Notice,
wishing.
notice how she was.
Yeah?
Notice how he was looking at her rear, and
Yes.
this whole, and now he's focusing on her face, and like she's still looking back at him. Like, so she is aware that he was checking her out.
Girl, she got skills. She got skills. That's all I'm saying. Desperately, desperately, hoping that he wouldn't find what he found sprouting from the top of her red head. Horns! Coiled, black, barhand horns, longer than its own rack. Adder had to hold back and yelp. He'd been so distracted by the rest of her features that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You want to say that, Belle? The quotes?
He's like, okay, so this one's internally. No way! I wasn't looking at her.
Adder yelled internally. Beads of sweat began falling from his temples as his face became even more flustered.
There's no way
But as if meaning to aggravate his inner turmoil, Jacif smiled one last time with a mischievous glint in her eyes.
Turmoil, quote
Don't
unquote.
worry.
Oh, turmoil,
I'll
excuse
see
me.
you around.
I
Handsome.
will.
Adder was so many things. Yeah, he was goofy, he was loud, he had a smile that could light up a whole town. He was gigantic, and yet, if there was a thing he'd never call himself, it was, no doubt, handsome. Oh my god.
This is super corny. And I realize how corny it is.
I mean, when it comes to love, sometimes, it becomes corny, you know what I'm saying? Realistically speaking.
I mean, this is in this situation. It's kind of like it's kind of like a revert. It's kind of like Krillin and Android 18, like the oddball guy and the beautiful girl.
Yes.
Krillin was an odd, literally bald guy.
Bald.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Adder is like the fluffiest guy.
Yeah.
So,
After
Anyway.
After all, a buck's worth may as well as be large as his horns are, and his were, well, tiny, almost like a childlike, yeah. So that offhanded compliment, that mere insinuation that someone found him actually good-looking made his heart flutter. And by flutter, I mean it may as well have burst out of his chest right then! So for just a second, he forgot that the lady in front of him was horned. For a moment, he forgot all the things he heard about gazelles. What's wrong with gazelles? Damn! His face turned red. His jaw came loose. But had he been able to articulate, he'd have found he'd completely forgotten the ability to talk. He still knew how to do one thing, though. Run. Really, bro? Really?
Run.
okay, no, I love this line. Go ahead, go ahead.
All right. Bro!
I saved each and every weird noise Belle made
Oh my
in
god!
hopes of using it at some point.
I loved making the dumb noises. They make Adder come to life.
Yes.
Whoa, what? This time, his shame was stronger than the wall, okay? The sun was already up in the sky by the time Adder managed to remember that he was supposed to go to the bazaar. Or buzzer, excuse me.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to arrive so late. Please don't kill me.
But, lo and behold, there was no one around.
I'm the first. Wait, now's not the time for that. Ada could get here any.
Adder knew better than to finish that sentence. Sensing a presence behind his back, he turned around, slowly.
Boss? I gotcha. You really need to stop sneaking up on people.
Oh!
Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry for starting, everyone. That me.
Oh, that was you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice!
Sandra does Anus growls and snorts.
Oh, I
And
see.
there are things.
Gotcha. Aina pointed at the ground. A few wooden beams were laying next to the sheet dyed a vibrant red.
Right, I know I was supposed to prepare the stall, but you were too rough during yesterday's fight, so I overslept, and then I kinda got lost on the way, and...
Aina's silent glare told him that she didn't believe a single goddamn word, but she didn't care enough to pry, either.
Hey, don't look at me like that! You arrived late, too!
Can I point it out this? I love how you put, like, added Aina at the top. That means,
Yeah,
like...
okay.
Huh?
See, they didn't use. It used to be different before in the first version,
Oh, okay.
and people didn't see it at all. So it was like, okay, it's in the middle. You can't miss it now, guys. Guys.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I just love the, like... This pretty much means it's in encyclopedia, right?
Yep.
Gotcha. Alright, I really love that. Just want to point that out, so...
Entering waifu number 2.
Anyway, she pointed at her hair. It was dripping drops of green water.
And how is it my fault that you were busy dyeing your hair?
Leaving him with a perfectly valid question unanswered, she walked back to pick up a big bag she left a few steps away. She lifted it up with a single hand and then headed towards the stall, closely followed by Adder. It was about time that they began working. A sudden thought popped up in Adder's mind as he helped her set up their carpet.
So, how come the patron ain't here? Is it gonna be just the two of us today?
Aina simply shrugged. Does she not talk?
Yeah, she doesn't
Yeah.
talk.
Okay, gotcha.
That's why.
Until your dad had arrived late, right, boss?
Oh, what? Oh, she punched his arm with such strength that she almost made him fall sideways. Damn, girl.
Ow! What did I? Oh, tell.
Huh?
Sorry, boss.
She can't speak.
Oh, okay, gotcha. This little reminder.
Yeah.
Okay, this little reminder that was a sensitive issue effectively killed the conversation. People from all over Arulium began congregating in the. Do people say bazaar or buzzer?
Bizarre.
I think it's bizarre.
Yeah, bazaar, right? Bazaar, turning the walled plaza into a sea of spice, trinkets, and deer. The currents of the sea were still difficult to understand for Adder, who often found himself pushed to the ground in the busiest hours. Today would be especially lively. It was the beginning of the monsoon season, and so the festival, Akane had to make sure to bid a proper farewell to the rain clouds so they'd be back again to the end of it. And I'm guessing you could click on this?
Not yet, not right now, because
Uh-huh.
you could in another version,
Uh-huh.
but Renpai did a weird thing and the animations wouldn't work, so I had to go back
I
to
see.
the other version.
Wait, so was this why at some points it was like the heads started spinning and stuff?
No, that was me messing up.
Oh, okay.
Like I have to calculate everything like mathematically, okay?
Ooh,
And if I didn't answer things properly or something, they would just
and everyone's heads just start spinning.
yeah.
Oh, that was hilarious.
Jesus.
A pleasant change from Adder's usual day-to-day, working in Aina's forge under the continuous risk of suffering a heart stroke, or third-degree burns. Or that's what he thought at first.
Welcome, welcome. We have the best prices in town. Come see what goods we offer.
This is another reference to Skyrim.
Of course.
I get you. There was no reaction whatsoever to his insistent yelling. Other than Aina snickering at him for trying so hard, that is.
You're supposed to help out too, you know.
Sorry about that. Wait.
You can go back.
Yeah. What did she do? Oh, a thumbs up. Gotcha. Hold on.
Yep.
Hold
You're
on.
supposed to help out too, you know.
Yeah, that's what happens with back.
Oh,
Animations
I
get
see.
all kinds of screwed up.
Oh, I
I
see.
hadn't noticed that. Like some frames are overlapping.
I see.
Yeah.
With a long... Oh, sorry.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay. With a long sigh, Aina sat up and cast a tired glance over the carpet. She reached out and grabbed a small shiny dagger. After checking its sharpness against her gloves, she began stabbing the air as possible customers approached the stall, attempting to showcase its intended use.
But she's like,
Adder quickly puts his hands over his shoulders, discreetly bringing her arms down.
You know what? I take it back. You're always working really hard. So, just let me take care of this, boss.
He did his best attempt at a natural smile. Aina, who couldn't care less about any of this, simply shrugged and sat back, still wielding the knife. She let her hand fall on one of the stones that paved the bazaar and effortlessly tore it from the ground, deciding that it served better as a sharpening tool.
That's not helping.
I love that. I love that line so much.
Yeah, me too.
The
That was when I was pretty much like out of character. That's not helping.
The hours passed by slowly and painfully, for they were completely ignored by any passerby. Well, actually, avoided rather than ignored. It was no
Damn
surprise. The merchant, Adder's patron, and his mute daughter were two of the most despised people in the city. Why?
Reasons.
Reasons. In spite of the incredible variety of antiquities and smithery that the merchant had for sale, no one ever bought a single goddamn thing. And there were plenty of reasons for that. Why? Even Adder had some serious doubts about working for an old man whose fur was redder than blood and an albino smith, that insisted on dyeing her hair green. Oh, Ada, gotcha. The fact that they worked independently from a traders guild.
Okay, no, that's a typo actually.
Oh, I noticed that. Like, heirlooms.
Traders
Heirloom.
Guild.
Heirloom.
Heirloom's Traders Guild probably had something to do with it too. In any case, it was well afternoon and they hadn't done anything but sit around the whole day. I know, right? Adder pressed his lips together and began drumming his fingers against the floor. God damn it, dude. He looked
Oh, man.
askance, is that right? He looked askance at Aina, hoping his subtle call for attention had stirred her curiosity, but there was no answer. He'd have to be the one to actually break the silence as goddamn usual.
So, hey, Aina. You know when I said that I arrived late today because I got lost and stuff?
Lost,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Aina stopped hitting the rock with the blade. She barely moved her eyes towards Adder.
Well, there's more to that. It's because I actually...
Uh-huh.
And there's a choice.
Uh-huh.
And these choices are good.
You saw a beast, in the...
Okay, this one actually will have a consequence in the next chapter, but they are not coded in yet, so actually they will have to be played to have a consequence in the next chapter.
Okay, gotcha.
But they do have a consequence, actually. Aina will remember this.
Oh my god, Walking Dead style. Telltale game style. It's like, yeah, she will remember this. This is gonna be funny.
So,
Like
oh, my bad.
Oh, no. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, what were you guys... Huh? Yeah.
Choose the last one.
Yeah, it's the last one. Just the last one, yeah.
Okay. Ouch. I saw... Or no, you say that, bro. Bell?
I saw a gazelle. I saw a gazelle girl, strutting her butt.
I know, right, Bell?
And she's like, whoa!
Ada's inquisitive gaze suddenly made Adder very conscious of his own goddamn words and dirty minds. Adder was most certainly not used to having her pay attention to him when he spoke.
But ugly face. So I just ran away because she was so awful. Ugh, yeah.
Whoa!
I had so many liberties with this scene.
Yeah.
Like, what ugly face? Yeah. Like, she was so nasty. Like, damn. Like, she was like, like she was taller than me. For starters, she was taller than me. Second of all, she looked like she could bench press me.
Hey, stop lying to yourself, bro. Stop lying, bro.
I actually wrote the reply to this, like in the second chapter.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking for it.
I cannot
Okay.
wait.
Right.
I want to voice that so much when
Hey,
it's done.
wait. Einar remembered perfectly Adler's pitiful attempt at pretending he hadn't been drooling for some gazelle with an apparently impressive butt face.
Butt face. Wow.
Damn.
Dun, 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 dun.
Adder could feel how Ana's lilac eyes stared at his very soul, piercing a hole with a question that she meant to ask. Why? It was such an intense look that he felt flustered. With her usual silent demeanor, Ana brought her two gloved hands in front of her face. She balled them both into a fist, okay, raising just her index finger, okay. Then she lifted them until they rested on her forehead like tiny horns.
Horns?
With a quick motion, she took her horns to her mouth, biting them.
I'm a horn eater, damn it! I like doughs!
Oh, that's what it means! Oh!
Yeah.
Oh, I get it now. Okay. God, what's the problem with okay. Interracial species guy. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ana had a mean smile on her face and her arms folded over her chest. While her bad temper was known and feared among the other merchants, it was unusual for her to be so acidic, especially towards Adder. Point it out.
Yeah.
Huh?
I have to remove this option. Like it should happen naturally.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Point it out. Call her
You're acting
out.
really weird, boss.
Oh.
New CG.
Oh, I love this. It looks so beautiful.
Okay, it will be animated. You know, like it should be animated with people going, coming and going by in the background. But
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I didn't have time for that.
I
so
see.
beautiful.
The smile on her
Thanks.
the smile on her face vanished, replaced instead of the grimace. Quick question: are you gonna also animate the that she's like I think she's
Yeah.
sharpening the knife, right?
Yeah, it should be like she should be moving.
Oh, that would be
But-
cool. Yeah.
But yeah, I'm changing her design, so I need to like remake this.
Right.
her
Right.
sprite.
Gotcha.
Ana's getting a new design, so this will take quite some time.
I get you. Gotcha. All right. In response to this affirmation, Aina merely shifted her gaze back to the blade and resumed her task, pretending she didn't hurt him. But if Adder was known for one thing, it was his incessant need to stick his nose in everyone's business. Wait, are you scared? Of what?
Dun, dun, dun.
Of what?
Maybe she's intimidated by the idea of another dough.
You wish.
Wait, but does Adder? You know what? No. How about this? What would you guys choose?
Wait, what's wrong kind of implies like he's asking her to respond to him verbally. Like, are you scared would be like a yes or no sort of thing, which I think she would be able to respond to because she's mute.
Well, but she could do like not sign language, but you know what I'm talking about, like what she just did. The oh my god. Well, I guess I'll call it sign language.
Gestures?
Yeah, gestures. Yeah.
But here's the thing: it's like, if you don't know like what is really bothering her, then
Don't
I
ask.
think I feel like it'd be better in real life if you just like you tried guessing first what the problem was, and it's like if that's not it, then you'll find an alternate way of like communicating that idea.
And you know what? I just noticed this too on the chat. Oh my god, yeah, her tiny feet. Holy shit. I just noticed that.
Yeah, she has hoops. So
Oh damn! I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
yeah,
Anyway,
it's in every concept art
yeah.
design of hers. She has really tiny feet. You can see it everywhere.
Oh yeah, right. Like if there's one thing that is actually kind of realistic, like with the characters is like their feet kind of reflect a more realistic look to hooves.
so from
Yep.
Camp Grey Wolf, he said, I would say what's wrong, and you know what? Should we just go what's wrong?
Okay, I'm going to make you a question. Okay,
Alright.
I'm going. Okay, one of these two leads to a really cute scene with a lot of Aina other interaction.
Yeah, yeah.
The other one leads to just
Or getting
Aina being
pissed.
mad. Choose wisely.
Okay. Okay.
The choice is yours and yours alone.
As it
want
wait,
this back
as it
now.
me? Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah.
as I walk through the valley of
We as the team are asking you, Tony, the player, to make the choice. The choice is yours and yours alone. So go on, warrior.
I just don't understand why would I even ask, are you scared, you know? I just don't, you know?
Fair enough.
Huh?
Oh, and Camp Grey Wolf, no problem, bruh, no problem. Anytime, brother, anytime. Goddamn!
Will Tony make the right choice? It is up to you to make this choice while I'm enjoying making these songs in my head.
You know what, girl? You know, what's wrong? What's wrong, girl? What's wrong? Sandra, what's wrong? Sandra, what's wrong?
What's wrong, Aina?
Yeah, what's wrong? What's wrong?
You messed up.
Oh shit!
See, told you. Oh.
What? Wait, what happened? What happened? What? 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 What?
Dude.
What happened?
What the hell?
Wait, what happened? I don't know. I think my mouse just automatically.
Okay. We're going to forgive
You made a
him
mistake. You
because,
own that.
because
You
it's
own
not
up
cute.
to it.
No, it's okay. It's okay. I want everyone to see how cute Aina is. It's okay.
Okay.
Are you scared? Yeah, I forgive you.
Okay.
Also, Tony, I told you so. I told
No,
you
but
so.
I just
Listen
didn't-
to Adder.
Okay.
Not your instinct as a player.
No, I just didn't understand why would I ask, are you scared? So, like, I just did it.
Yeah, it's what
just a
Bell
second.
said. You know, like if you ask what's wrong, Aina gets mad because she can't really.
Oh,
I
Tom.
can tell you exactly what's wrong. It's
But-
like, guess what it is first, and then it's like,
Yeah.
maybe the way, even if you don't know, it's better to be like, well, whatever is probleming you, like, I'll always be here to help you in this type of need.
Oh, shit, that's so romantic. Oh, okay,
See,
gotcha.
God damn, I am Adder.
All right. You know, are you scared, girl? Are you scared? Are you scared?
Are you scared?
Are you scared?
A wrinkle formed over her nose as she focused on keeping calm. Adder quickly understood what was irking her.
I'm not asking you to explain. Just nod or something if you are, okay?
Was that a nod? Okay. She looked up, pointing at different parts of the crowd with her snout. Then she shrugged, trying to hide under the shade of their stall.
I knew this would happen. Leaving you all alone at the stall? What was the patron thinking?
Hold on one second. El Lino One Otaku. Yo, what's this game? Bruh, this game is called the Hayseed Knght. Right now I'm with the dev, Sandra MJ.
Hey,
Hey, And if you're interested, please check it out at itch.io, or the link is in the description below, brother. Check it out.
Also, I, Belle, am the voice of Adder, the main character.
And I'm also the voice of Mute Girl here.
Yeah, so
The
we're
voice, quote unquote.
Yeah, emphasis on the huge quotation marks, not the word.
So yeah, if you're interested, El Otaco, yeah, check him out, bro. Check him out. All right, let's get back to the game.
Dun-dun-dun-dun.
Aina only seemed to become even more conflicted as he said this.
No, I didn't mean it like... Look, boss, you're the strongest and the coolest, and you can do this if you wanna.
Is she blushing right now?
Part.
Is she blushing right now? What? Is she blushing? What?
And you're not alone anyways. I'm here for you all day, every day.
Adder opened his arms wide, looking for a hug, and she's smiling. Oh, instead, he found the tip of the dagger inch away from his big snout.
Right, no hugs in public. Got it. Yep, I won't forget ever again. So, please don't stab me.
Aina looked confused for a moment. She dropped the knife in a hurry as soon as she realized that she was still wielding the damn knife.
Oh, I think we were about to have a hug.
Clearly flustered, she tried to sign some kind of apology, which in return led Adder to apologize as well, which conversely made Aina attempt some sort of embrace as a compensation. Yo, oh dude, I just noticed Aina got some gains on her arm. Damn.
Yeah, she is bold.
She don't need firepower when she's using those guns.
Oh damn.
Yeah, like the only guns that she needs in this time are her big guns.
Oh. So in the end, they just shook each other's arms awkwardly and call it a day. Yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe it's just me, but I think I saw her
Just
wink.
kiss already.
Exactly. This whoever you are. Who's voicing this?
Travis Linsley, that's Captain Eagle.
Captain Eagle. Oh. And seriously,
Yeah,
kiss
he also-
already. Huh? What?
He also voices another character, but
Yeah, guess which one? Dun 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 dun.
it gets funny. Trust me.
Yes.
And what's up, Kill Voldemort? Don't worry if you're late, bruh. Don't worry. We just started? No, it's been an
It's
hour.
okay.
But yeah.
Yeah, it's like an hour, but I mean the game itself, if you're playing on your own, that's like maybe. But since Tony is narrating every line, it's a bit longer. A bit.
Yeah, but
We're also like kind of
Now
going off
grab-
on wild tangents, so.
All right, Illigrab, you continue interrupting a romantic moment.
hashtag rejected. Goddamn, guys. Anyway.
Yeah.
Is he? Oh, damn, he's huge. Okay, Adder
Yeah.
and Aina immediately jumped away from each other, doing their worst best attempt at looking half professional. A thunderous laugh resonates over the ruckus of the bazaar.
Illigrab?
It's respectable Illigrab Buntalos to you, boy.
Damn,
Screw
he's...
you, Illigrab.
Yeah.
But please, don't hold back on my account. I'll just look the other way.
See, Illigrab. Ooh, here it comes.
And so appeared the man that was so red that it would seem that he'd stolen all the color his daughter was lacking.
Patron?
Ah, so he gets the respectful treatment and I don't. I see how it is.
Shit.
What's
that salacious doll cop doing to my daughter now?
Oh, who's voicing this one?
Travis.
Oh, Travis.
Travis.
All right, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically, yeah, it's gonna be... I won't spoil it yet. It's gonna be funny.
Yes.
They're just strengthening their ties of friendship. Ah, or is this a budding love?
The merchant shook his cane, hitting Illy grabs Twiggy legs with a loud thunk. The tree man just wiggled his mustache in response.
Whoa, wait! We weren't doing anything, patron.
That's the problem, you come around! You lighter sack!
Oops, it went silent.
You!
Oh, I thought I was the only one noticing that.
Nope, it was silent. Tony!
What? What happened?
Everything went silent.
Hello?
So, okay,
Hello?
Okay, I can hear you, but I can't hear.
we can hear each other, but the game went silent.
Oh, for real? Okay, hold on 1 second,
Yep.
guys. Let me stop sharing. Maybe it's because of the Skype problem. Hold on.
Gotcha.
Let me redo it one more time, guys. Share
One more
screen.
time.
One more time. All right, share screen.
One more time, I'm gonna roll for one more time. The voice in her head.
Still
voice in
silent.
her head. Oh my god.
Okay, no.
Wait,
Okay.
what? All good? All good?
No. Yeah.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. You good too, Belle?
Yeah, I can hear it. Okay, go back. Okay, go back where it,
Okay.
like, Adder was
That's
kind
the
of
problem, you come around! You lighter sack! You!
A little more back?
No, that's it, I think.
Alright.
No, this is exactly what.
Alright, gotcha. A coughing fit saved Adder from more old-timely insult which he could barely comprehend. Once he's recovered, the merchant put his bearded face next to Adder's, resting the tip of his cane on Adder's chest. He opened his toothless mouth slowly. His breath reeks more like bleach than liquor. Oh, bro!
Ew.
Bleach? Oh, bro!
You haven't sold a single thing, have you?
Now, that's hardly their fault, Red.
I'm sure this Yeltsin was just frolicking with my daughter as usual!
She's old enough to frolic as she pleases.
Yeah, tell him, bruh.
She hasn't even come of age yet!
Wait, how old is she?
Huh?
Aina?
Actually, you have the encyclopedia.
Oh!
Yeah, let's read it for ourselves.
She doesn't even tell. No, doesn't even say. Wait, hold on. No one actually counted. That is, even herself. That's sad, bro. What the? Anyway.
I know, right?
Oh my god.
I'd cry if no one knew my birthday.
God damn. Anyway, close this.
God.
Of course she hasn't. There's no way for her to pass that right.
Of course there is! She just needs to open her mouth and stop being an idiot!
Oh, what?
She's mute,
Dick.
patron.
And she leaves.
I wish that rub off on you! And maybe you'd learn to keep your mouth shut when
What? I did pass the coming of age right. I'm an adult too.
Whoa.
Shut up! Don't you have anything to say about this, insolent child?
Yeah, keel over and
Aina?
die.
She walked away while you two were arguing.
Then why didn't you say so sooner, you overgrown sapling?
She looked like she needed it.
This is all your fault! And yours!
Damn, he stabbed Adder's nose with the tip of his finger. Uh-huh.
Mine?
That stupid child's been acting up since you first arrived!
Don't blame the poor boy. She's always had an attitude, and you know it.
I don't care! You two'd better go bugger off somewhere else!
Whoops,
Or
we're
I
having connection
swear to
problems again.
Aaron
the
that
audio
I'll
is
hit
gonna-
you so
Yeah.
hard that you'll be cropping out your teeth for a week!
Wait.
Yeah, that is dying again.
Oh, it went silent again?
Yep.
Oh my god, Skype. Skype, why? Why you do this? Why now? Why?
Okay, so I'm watching the video. The audio is good on the video.
Yeah.
So thank God for that.
Oh, okay.
It,
Okay.
It's the Skype's
But
problem, yeah.
It's Skype. Damn.
Let me go back and do that one more
I
time.
don't care!
Oh, okay, damn, Merchant, damn.
Yeah.
Do you hear what I hear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear what you hear.
All right.
You two better go bugger off somewhere else. Or I swear to Arab that I'll hit you so hard that you'll be cropping out your teeth for a week!
Can I just say, whoever, was it Travis? Who? Yeah.
Yeah, Travis.
So I bet he had fun voicing him for sure. All I'm saying.
He killed his throat.
Oh, he did? Aw, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah, but
he looked
screw
like he
him
had
for doing
fun.
so well. Screw him for doing a good job at as making it sound as if like two people were actually arguing with each other.
I'm telling him, ooh. No, yeah.
But
Yeah, he was
just-
great.
Just kidding, man. You did an awesome job.
Both Adder and Illigrab winced at that. Adder seems about to complain, so Illigrab didn't hesitate.
Come on, Adder! Those two clearly want some alone time. And he'll have plenty of that when I leave him tied to the pyre next time I find a mob outside the shop.
Okay.
Thank you, Illigrab.
Illigrab took Adder by the cape and lifted him off the ground as they walked away. Damn. It didn't take Illigrab long to notice Adder's unusual reticence to speak.
Please,
No, maybe
don't
explanation.
let Red's words affect you. He's, worse today. There's a storm coming from the west, and it's making us old people nervous.
So
Nah,
basically-
I don't get
wait,
too
is that
bothered by
Illigrab's
what
way-
the patron says.
Wait, what's that?
Is that basically Illigrab's way of saying that the merchant's on his man period?
Hey,
Hey.
man have their periods too, if you know what I'm saying.
Let's be real here, we do.
Yeah. Sometimes every week, sometimes every month, sometimes every day. Hey, who knows? Yeah.
It's really painful. It's very painful as we actually start dying.
Shit. Anyway.
I mean, I don't cry anymore, at least.
Okay.
I guess I'm just worried. Ana's been acting weird today, too. Oh, maybe she's afraid of storms! I need to find her and make sure she's okay.
Illigrab didn't reply to that last affirmation. Excuse me. He placed Adder carefully on the ground and patted his cape to straighten it up.
Well, in that case, I have to go back to keeping watch on the fair. So, this is where we say goodbye for today. Hey, I'll send someone to fetch you if I see her, okay?
Adder nodded resolutely. They waved goodbye to each other. Later, bro.
Bye-bye, Captain Illigrab.
Adder nodded.
Resolutely.
No, yeah. Continue.
Where was? And then the bug just stood there, wondering where to start looking when the bazaar was half a league from gate to gate. Assuming she was still in the bazaar at all.
Finally! I thought that fluffy bastard was never leaving.
Yolf walked into the scene with a huge smile as the giant disappeared in the distance.
Afternoon, Mr. Bard.
Oh, lad, what a face.
I'm...
Not a word. Thy mien speaketh clearer than thy tongue doeth. You're hungry.
I'm not in the...
I mean, hungry for you, though.
Well, I am. But I can't play a song when my stomach's growling a gazelle.
Oh, you should
Let's
wait.
get some dried leaves.
Fried leaves.
I'm so
That's
sorry,
the
Mr.
equivalent
Bard,
of French
but I
fries.
don't have time for that. I'm looking for Ana. The patron was saying mean stuff, so she ran away all angry. And I've got to make sure she's okay.
And I thought my songs were monothematic.
Yolf picked the strings of his ode. Oh yeah, ode one by one, deep in thought, while Adder just paced around.
I know just the place to look.
Gilf expertly snuck through the crowds, moving with such a ease that he seems to be little more than a shadow. Adder did his best to keep up with him, though that was hardly an easy task when he was one a head taller than most other deer. The place Gilf was looking for wasn't in a plaza itself surrounded by stalls and all their merchandise, but rather on one of the many alleys that led to the bazaar. The crowd there was bustling with life as well, but not quite in the same manner. They were all rowdy deer, pushing and cheering. A Karmai ally. Yes? Karmai? Karmai?
Yeah, for example, why not?
Yeah.
I say that's Karamai, but...
Karamai ally were very different from the official sort, while killing was still very much frowned upon. There was no chivalry, no one set up rules. There was no way of knowing if the horns you were being gored with were hygienic. Yeah, okay, there were punches and kicks and all sort of cheats. It was chaos! Chaos! And for that and several other reasons, Aina was a huge fan of unofficial Karmai, excuse me. Suddenly, as much as Adder jumped and pushed and yelled, she wasn't anywhere to be found.
Alas, your fair maiden is in another alley.
Adder cast a long glance over the improvised battleground, attempting to find her one last time.
That's too bad. Aina kicked some serious ass here.
Good thing she's not allowed to fight.
Yeah, they wouldn't let a doe fight.
A golem, Adder.
Gilf cast a very serious look in his direction. This wasn't the first time they had this discussion, and it wouldn't be the last.
Aina is not a golem, okay? She's a doe. It's just she's Albert. A bit of a weirdo.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow.
Weirdo. Right. Tell me, Adder dearest, how many albino does can you name off the top of your head that can lift your heavy butt with just one hand?
Okay.
Aina.
Joe and me were trying to figure out how to sing this for like half an hour or maybe more. We were like, okay, we have to find a rhythm. Yeah, okay, how do we say it? Yeah.
I mean,
It was so worth it.
and it fits with the background BGM, so I say, you guys did a very good job here.
Yay.
God damn, you two did a
Aina!
marvelous
Now let's go. We have to find her.
I would have so sang that.
Why do I even bother? Look at her.
Aina's the only...
Golem or not, she's just a little cabbage head hiding in the crowds of this enormous city. She's damn good at hiding. And do you know why people hide?
Before that, Gilf, is everything okay, Belle?
Yeah, it's good. I would have sang that. Like, Aina's the only doe I know who can lift me.
Good thing you're not allowed to sing.
Across this field to the carousel. And now I'm done.
No, that's
don't want to be found.
you're not allowed.
Okay, but
There's enough with one singing deer in here.
Oh, don't kill my fun, Sandra. Come on.
I will call you when we make the Hayseed Knght, the musical. For now. For now, it's enough with just one bar.
That's gonna be fun.
Alright, let's get back to the game. Gilf extended his arms towards him in a dramatic manner, remarking how correct he was.
You're not gonna find her. So why don't you go and use your thick skull for something useful? Like bringing us money so we can have dinner for once.
Money?
Gilf pointed at the ring with his horn, and Adder knew better than to insist. With a heavy sigh, Adder nodded and began walking towards the ringmaster.
Wait, there's just one more thing. Your bag of coins. You wouldn't want to lose what little we have to the hands of, say, some ill-intentioned crook, now would you?
Aren't you a ill-intentioned crook, bro? Hello?
It takes one to know one.
It takes one to know one. Gilf extended his hand a bit too keenly, waiting for Adder to find a purse he usually hid within his sash. But...
I think I...
Don't tell me you lost it!
Wait, did the girl took it? Did the girl took it? Did Jasif took it?
Okay.
Your scrawny body trembled like a branch about to snap.
Just go. All right. See that sweaty blackhead over there with the glistening fur and that charming smile? That's your foe. I'll go place my bet now. Are you feeling like a winner, ladder?
Charming? Wait, you mean the guy with the sharpened horns? Bart, I don't think I'm ready for this!
What?
What if he hits me in the face? I already lost an eye, and I don't want to go blind like the merchant.
Then do enlighten me, my boy, on how in the name of the Hatsa do you pretend to become a knight if you can't handle even a rack pointed at you? No wonder you can't even catch a hint, yellow piece of meat.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Damn. Joe,
Sorry
why
about
you
that.
slaughter me like that?
What?
I said I'm going to walk you through this. So oh help me three if you mess up.
Hey, let this start with. And a girl, you sure eat your veggies. But those sticks on your forehead, I can't fool anyone.
If he's serious, this is gonna be easier than I'd thought.
That was Sarge, by the way.
Oh, the drunk guy?
Yeah.
I see. Sorry, folks. I couldn't manage to make
Yeah,
this
I can see this myself.
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, everyone. I'm a newbie at programming, and I couldn't get the battle thing working.
Oh man, you know what? Maybe you could get like either another programmer or have some time to act. Maybe
I
program
will
this
figure it
after.
out on my own.
Okay, after you do like the rest of the demos and stuff, like after you
No,
make it the rest of the game.
I have plans to like make it a thing for the next chapter,
Ooh.
but I can't guarantee anything because it needs animations and everything, so it takes a while.
Quick question. What type of battle style were you
Okay.
playing? Yeah.
Imagine sumo meets fencing.
Sumo meets... Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
So they have to like push it. Fuck it, I don't know how to say the word. They have to make the other fall of the ring with their horns and stuff.
Oh,
And they also get to like land hits and everything.
Oh, gotcha. I get you now. I get you. So it's kind of like a pushing it out kind of deal.
Yeah.
I see. All right. So again, when the game is finished, this will be possible, guys. So here, let's get to it, shall we?
Let's
Yes.
do it.
Whoa! I'm alive! What I win?
Nothing. What?
I completely forgot to place the bet.
Oh my God, bro!
Right?
Wow. Gilf covered his face with his hands, making some sort of intelligible noise that can
Actually-
only. Huh?
Let's just say unintelligible, but I forgot to write the
So
Well, let's be real here. Basically, Geoff just had an adder moment.
that can only be described as a very sound of anger.
Hey, Big Ed, I want to learn some tips too. I'll buy you dinner.
Hey, he's my manager!
Gilf shuts Adder's snout with one hand.
My dear boy, you sure gave it all today, so why don't you go and enjoy what's left of the fair? I have a gig in the tavern later. Money, yes. Don't expect me tonight.
With that, Gilf hurriedly shooed a very confused Adder away. Without any friends or anything else remotely similar to hang out with, Adder dragged his feet around the bazaar. He had missed most of the events, and after the fight he was acutely aware of just how empty his stomach was. Adder considered that his best bet was merely walking around until he got tired and then heading home to sleep the hunger off until Aina bought him some food the next day. Damn. That is, if Aina was coming back of her own volition, that is, yeah, then again, he never seen her miss a single day of work. He wandered all over the plaza, unsure of where he was headed, and somehow he ended up in a place that looks all too fancy for a poor buck like him. Then again, maybe it wasn't as fancy as it looked. It didn't look like the those around could afford many clothes. Before the gears of his mind could add one and one, a small flickering light coming from a small tent nearby stopped Adder's train of thought. Distracted from his previous concern about the ladies, he kept his eyes fixed on the flames in the dark. It felt it was directed at him somehow. Though, we can't discard that being related to being too hungry to think, of course. With nowhere better to go and nothing better to do, Adder followed his intuition and headed straight into the tent. Dusk was still a way off, but it may have as well been midnight instead of the tent. Adder combed the darkness desperately, startled by the sudden change in illumination. Bandits, assassin, mongrels. His imagination conjured a million evildoers ready to make him part with his precious cape, for that was all he had on him. I mean, I'm pretty sure a few of us were after his clothes, it's just not his cape, you know what I'm saying?
Alright, that's enough sincerity today.
An orange blur shone in a corner of Adder's sight. Its flare grew with unmeasured force, blinding him for a moment. He struggled to regain his vision, fearing those foes that only lived in his mind. But once more, there was no such thing. Bathing in the light of an orb that was filled with fire, shaded in ways that made no sense whatsoever, awaited a feminine silhouette. A very feminine silhouette, yes.
Took you long enough.
Oh, okay. Okay. Of course.
I'm not blushing. You're blushing.
Of course. It was her.
I paid you for this line too.
And all of a sudden, Adder wished he found a bandit instead. Why, bro? Why? At least he would have known where to look then.
That's why, bro.
Wow. He tried to fix his gaze on her eyes. Okay, yeah, it's on her eyes. Okay.
He's trying.
That's right. Okay. Yeah. Shining above a thin pink vial that covered most of her face, but that was in vain. The squints that hung from her neck reflected the light all over the room, dragging Adder's attention right back to them and the bra that covered the bare minimum, if you know what I'm saying. I have 1,000 words to call the woman in front of him, and none of them are good, so let's just say that what she was wearing would be inappropriate now. Let alone that. I mean, damn, girl, right? Damn.
Don't just stand there. Take a seat.
Oh.
Full picture available in my Twitter account. I mean, what?
Oh, okay. Okay, for anyone who's interested, please check her out, bro.
Check her out.
And judging by her tune, she wasn't going to take no for an answer. Well, I mean, if you insist, right? I mean,
it's not like I wanted to or anything.
Yeah. So yeah, if you or Belle, yeah, Belle.
Well, if you insist.
Adder did as asked and sat down on one of the many pillows laying around. Pretending to be crazy, escaping, begging the god for mercy, breaking down and claiming that he wasn't, in fact, a horn eater, that this was just a mistake and he shouldn't be here. Adder's mind was bustling with ways of getting out of the situation. So, of course, whenever his mind was busy, his mouth was free to speak as it pleased.
Hi.
He spoke with a voice more akin to that of a frown whose antler are just beginning to sprout than that of a fully grown deer. Yeah, nice place, right? I mean, God damn it, dude. Would you like to introduce yourself, Belle?
I'm Adder.
I'm more fond of the other one, but
Okay, then.
Nice place you got. Oh, right, I remember that. Oh, dude, big, nice place you got here.
Okay.
yeah, right.
Nice
place.
Nice place. I like your cushions.
I like your cushions. Wow, bro.
There's cushions over here and over there, and she's looks so comfy. What are they made of? They look the comfiest cushions ever. Can I bounce on them?
Boy, can't you see she looks so awkward right now? You saying this, man?
Laughing her ass off.
Yeah. She knows what. She knows her cushions, all right.
Please don't.
A mocking chuckle stabbed Adder's heart, feeling even more self-conscious than he thought he was capable of. He held onto his hoops and fixed his gaze on the ground, screaming inside as his face burned.
So it wasn't the contusion after all, huh? You're just like that.
Like what?
Funny.
Funny? Me? Nah. I tell the worst jokes. Nothing funny about me. You look at me once and you've seen it all. I must be boring you to death right now, so I'm just gonna go.
I'm bored of seeing deer yelling obscenities in the streets, of course. But you're the only deer I've seen in my life with the guts to compliment a Barhan. Then again, everyone thinks the same about Jasif in private.
Adder couldn't help thinking that maybe Jasif thought a bit too highly about Jasif if she used Jasif when talking about Jasif. But he made a point not to say that out loud since the situation was already bad enough as it was.
Yeah, that's me, alright. Gotta keep this big snout closed.
A deep silence filled the tent. Adder cursed his luck and his good manners. He wanted to run away and hide, fearing that otherwise he'd commit a big mistake. In fact, I don't think it'll be a big mistake, but hey, the kind of mistake that would get him called a horn eater for the rest of his life.
A corn eater.
Hey, what's wrong with eating corn?
Well, then, it was nice to see you again, but...
Would you like to know your fortune?
Oh, what? Adder halted. She remained perfectly cool, observing him with a nonchalant expression.
Oh, you're a fortune reader? Dang, I love that. But wait, I lost my bag of coins. I don't have a door on me, so...
Something flew into the ground right beside Adder's foot.
My bag?
I knew it! I knew it! Took it!
You got it. Good job.
Yeah, you figured it out. Awesome job, dude.
You dropped it right after you crashed the first time. I meant to give it back, but since you were so bent on running through that wall...
Okay.
You didn't steal from it, did you?
Uh-huh.
Steal what? It's just filled with rivets.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Aha! That means you opened it!
So much for wanting to see you again. That was all. You can go now if you want.
Adder felt like his gut was being punched open, witnessing such a scene. His will to leave disappeared as his biggest weakness manifests itself, a lady in distress. Lady. Sitting down once more despite himself, Adder looked at Jasif with a mix of embarrassment.
Okay, no, 1 second. I need to prepare my heart for this. Sorry.
Okay.
Okay.
Naively and just plain fear, alright? You ready?
Okay, no, yeah, it's the next two lines.
Okay.
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, yeah, okay, let's go.
You'd accept rivets as payment?
Yeah.
That would depend on what you're paying for.
Oh, okay.
Getting a fortune red?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Just keep them.
Oh! Jasif rested her arms over the crystal orb, leaning closer to Adder.
Oh, are you gonna read my future?
Bruh, god damn it, dude!
Future? Why would you want to know anything about that? Life would be boring if you knew what waits around every corner.
True.
I'll read your past and justify your present.
I already know those things.
I don't.
Her blue eyes spoke like an insinuating whisper. Her fingers walked all over the cobblestone ground, headed towards Adder's own hands as her face got even so closer. The bells that hung from her. Okay.
Sorry.
Oh, no, it's fine. Okay. The bells that hung from her sash rang as they hit the ground, reminding him once more of her less than modest clothing. But no, she was no doe. A moment of lucidity made him move his hands away, looking once more at her eyes, lest he end up losing track of his goddamn goals in a definite and irreparable ways. Belle, why? Belle!
I didn't consciously do that. Blame Sandra.
It wasn't me, I swear.
I guess you could use a reminder too.
Yeah, no shit. Goddamn.
Right?
What are you complaining about? Just ship in another together.
Hey, okay, true, but you know, whichever waifu gets him first, I'm game.
The soothsayer made no attempt to conceal her disappointment, such like no one ever made any attempt to explain to her what coming too strong means. With apparent tedium, she grabbed the crystal orb and put it between her face, right, and Adder's. This time...
I messed up. I messed up there.
Oh, okay.
Right between her face and others.
Right between her face and Adder's. This time, she had no more pretensions than merely watching him.
Oh fire, tell me the secrets in the... Yada yada, stuff and bizarre tit. I don't feel like switching languages now.
God damn it.
I don't feel like switching languages.
Her complete lack of professionalism made Adder feel, for once, at ease. After all, what would he do if he was indeed in front of us? Sefi?
Sefi.
Sefi.
Yeah.
One of those heinous Barhan wizards from the far back in time. Cry? Beg? Try to escape? Wait, those were things he'd already thought of doing. As Adder was considering the subtle difference in the fear he felt when talking to a girl and imagining being burnt to a crisp by a witch, she watched him. And she kept watching. Where? And then she watched some more.
Wouldn't you want to know?
Where? Where you watching, girl? But something seemed off. The gazelle shifted her eyes and squinted, lifted her head from behind the glass a few times, and finally settled on fixing her gaze on the fire again, but she seemed to be struggling. She pressed her mouth to one side, wiggled her nose, and knit her eyebrow closer and closer as she focused on the orb until Adder could no longer hold his laughter back.
Shush! It's easier with two.
Get ready for it.
Okay, she mumbled the last part to herself, but Adder was sure that she'd said eyes.
What? You've never done it with a one-eyed deer before?
Adder pressed his lips together like he wanted to make them disappear. Jasif merely rose an eyebrow. He accidentally innuendo made him begin shaking from horns to hooves once more.
Screw this.
Oh, what? She pushes the orb away. Oh, did you see the orb gone? Oh my god! She pushed the orb away with an exasperated sigh before Adder knew what was going on. His face was in her hand and her face right in front of his.
I need to find out if it was you after all. Stay still.
A drum beat in his ears was Adder's heartbeat as she stared at him so intently. There was a lump in his throat. He did his best not to tremble. His eyes began feeling heavy, though he tried to hold her gaze. No, bro! No! She was muttered something, words about his past, but her voice became obscured by the noise of the bells, the crackling of the fire, the sound of her own eyelashes batting against each other.
No. This can't be.
What? Adder opened his eyes, surprised at her sudden change of attitude. He was going to ask what was wrong, but instead he would have screamed if he could. What's happening, bro? What? Oh, what? Two guards were glaring at him. One of them was pointing at him with his assegai. Assegai.
Okay, that's an Arab word, so maybe it's assegai, I think.
Assegai? Alright.
I think so.
Just who do you think you are?
Huh?
This is Griffin.
Oh. That was Joseph's voice, but as much as he tried to find her, Adder couldn't see her. In fact, he couldn't even move at all. What?
What? You're not gonna trick me with that, scum!
As I said, I'm nothing but a girl on her way home.
Exactly. Now, get off the royal pathway immediately.
Adder felt a lump form in his throat as he unwillingly looked over the railing that he was leaning against.
I don't suppose you expect me to jump off the bridge.
You're right. I'll just drag you to the dungeon and end this nonsense. Your kin shouldn't even be outside after curfew.
My kin?
Is there a discrimination going on right now?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I mean, it's against everyone, but he's also being... It's a road only for nobles, but he's also being racist.
Oh, gotcha.
Do you mean the girls from the Desert Rose?
The guard's face went pale all of a sudden. The older one seemed surprised in a different way. A sigh of relief was welling up inside Adder's chest, though he couldn't feel his chest at all. He was beginning to question his sanity altogether.
I assume you're familiar with that name. I'm already running late, and Miss Rochelle will be really, really worried if her favorite girl doesn't make it home before dawn. So, I thought that I could use a little shortcut.
But only nobles can.
Tell you what, if you could make a little exception this time, I'm sure I could arrange a discount next time you visit my home.
Oh. Oh.
Just say that Jasif sent you there.
I mean, if you were a doe, I would consider it, but...
Oh, okay.
Racist?
I don't know. I've heard a lot of things about Jasif, and I think I'd recognize someone that goes around calling herself Queen if I saw her.
I can assure you I'm...
Assure me? I'm not sure I can take a gazelle's word. See, maybe I can't recognize you because you're wearing too many clothes.
Ugh, what are you saying, you numbskull?
What? It's her job anyway if she's telling the truth. We could let her go if she pays a little toll.
Adder felt revolted. The other guards was clearly disgusted as well.
Keep it together, Sep. It's over if you take a step back.
The guard didn't react to the sentence at all. It was likely they hadn't heard her, when her voice sounded loud and clear in Adder's ears. But more importantly, Sep? Who's Sep?
I can pay in gold.
Then we'll take that too.
We? I want nothing to do with this.
More for me.
A smirk appeared on the guard's face, but before he could even move a muscle, a scream tore up the silence of the night.
What do you think you're doing?
Everyone turned around to look at the idiot right there, yelling all the way down on the crowd.
You think you could just bother her last because she looks good enough for second helpings and then dessert?
Oh.
Yeah, I messed up. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
You can't, okay? That's not cool. And you'd make your moms cry if they knew. Let her go!
Damn, Adder had most certainly gone cray-cray.
What the hell is that Sandfur saying? Is he drunk?
I don't know. I think he's just a horn eater like you.
Hey, who are you calling a horn eater? Oh, just wait up there!
Oh! Adder! The pudgy version of Adder, that is, wasn't concerned with matters such as his complete lack of grace, agility, or strength. Moved by his sense of justice, he began climbing the column that led to the royal pathway. Of course, he never made it.
Hey! Are you still alive? Horn eater!
Yo, you look dead, bro. I'm just saying.
He does!
You should go check.
As if I'm going to leave you alone with her. Get that old ass back to the barracks, or I'm telling Elagrab what you just did.
It was the older guard's turn to go pale. He lowered his helmet and began walking in the other direction. The younger guard, however, stopped a moment to look at her.
You... go home. And don't let me catch you up here again.
The guards finally disappeared in the darkness. A moment of peace, which Jasif took to look over the railing one last time. Her wannabe savior now lay unconscious on the ground after hitting his head during the fall. And in spite of how miserable the scene was, Adder could feel a smile forming on her face. He finally understood that, crazy or not, he was seeing what she was seeing, the way she saw it.
That was really nice of you. I'll make it up to you somehow.
Oh. Noticing how high the bridge was off the ground, she quickly pulled away from the railing.
Some other day.
Jasif turned around and began running, lest any other patrols would head her way. As she ran, Adder began feeling lightheaded. He shut his eyes lightly once more, and when he opened them, he was back in the tent, with the gazelle still staring at him. Not a moment had gone by. Adder had a million questions. Was that real? Was that a memory? Had he eaten something off? What? Had he forgotten any more parts of his life due to hitting his head too hard as usual on the walls? But as he opened his mouth, he could only pronounce a single word.
Sep?
The redhead's hands lost grasp of his face for a moment. Her ears perked up, attracting Adder's gaze, much to his chagrin, towards her horns once more. She pulled her head back, discomfort forming on her expression little by little. It was one of her conceited expressions, nor was there any mesmerizing superiority in her eyes. She looked honestly and utterly tiny for a moment. Scared.
Where did you hear that?
I saw something really weird when you looked at me. We were under Hirum's statue and I was there, but I wasn't me. And I couldn't see you, but I could hear you. And I think I actually kind of remember that,
I love that.
Jasif rose a hand. It was shivering.
You're a gaze reader.
What? Whoa! Whoa! Anger hits her like a wave as the shock disappeared.
Why didn't you say so? Get away from me!
The fire in the orb began flickering erratically, casting disturbing shadow all over the tent, and damn, she's hella mad right now. That's hot! You like her mad, Belle? You like her mad? Oh my god.
I like,
Yeah,
what now? Did I say something wrong? Is Sep a bad word in Gazelle speak?
Do you seriously expect me to believe that you...
She looked at him with skepticism, her eyes squinted with barely concealed anger. She was clearly sizing him up.
No. You really don't have a clue of what you just did, do you?
Adder shook his head almost pitifully. Her expression relaxed just a little.
Then you're telling me that you're a natural gaze reader? Do you even understand what this means?
Yeah. No.
A small chuckle erased all the tension from her face. Adder felt even more confused upon seeing this.
I was trying to read your gaze, but you read mine instead. It's called gaze because we invented it. So, it's true what they say about yellow deer. You must have Barhan blood.
What? Otter would have normally disputed the last affirmation. Roe deer took pride in being real deer, no gazelle blood at all. Nope, 100% deer with those that don't have horns, but this was clearly not the moment nor the company to say that.
You totally lost me there.
You read my mind.
What? I think I'm not the funny one here, missus.
The gazelle seemed way too amused with this development, excuse me.
No, it makes so much sense. I was wondering why you spent so much time looking at my face. Hear me out. I'm sure you've always been really good at getting people's feelings. But not smart enough to actually understand them. You're like some kind of savant hick. That's hilarious.
A wrinkle formed over Adder's snout. That was quite enough.
My name is Adder, not Hick, Ms. Sepp. That's your name, isn't it?
Her face went back to being little more than a pretension of grandeur, but she held the fire close to her. She didn't look all that different from a child hugged to her blanket, soothed by the rhythm of the bell she wore. Adder couldn't help but notice that her alarming clothing didn't even bother him anymore.
It's just a stupid nickname someone gave me. I hadn't heard it in years.
You're having some lag again.
Oh, hold on. You guys see what we see? What?
Yeah, I see what y'all see.
All right.
It's the audio mostly.
Oh, okay.
Like it gets really choppy.
Okay. It's probably Skype, so my bad on that.
Damn it, Skype.
They call me Jasif now.
Bitch.
God damn. Jasif, as the older guard had said, it was just a title.
Isn't that something like Queen and Gazelle speak?
Bazaktet. And yes, that's a valid translation. Do you have any qualms about it?
There it is. Vasacted.
Adder opened his mouth, ready to speak his mind. Okay.
Ooh, now this actually does have an impact in a way.
Okay, so I know she wants to be called Jasif, correct? Yeah. So if I say Sep, she'll be pissed off, yeah? So probably I should say Jasif, yeah, if I want to go some action, you know what I'm saying?
Are you an ass kisser though? Is that the word in English?
A nice kisser?
No.
Masochist.
Oh, masochist. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you said nice kisser. My bad. Oh my god.
Are you a nice kisser, Tony?
I mean, see, I could go both ways. You know.
Oh, dude.
I could be sadistic.
I'm so sorry.
No, it's cool.
Sep sounds way more natural.
Yeah, that's what I think too, you know. But she doesn't want to be called Sip, right?
But who cares? Like, we all have names that we don't want people calling us, but you know, they still call us that anyways.
Well, no, I mean, like, she's trying to hide her identity, right? That's why she called herself Jasif, right? I'm just saying, man. In fact, you know what?
This is anyone who follows me on Twitter knows what stuff. So.
Okay, Cam Gray Wolf says Jasif. Anyone else, brother? Oh, I haven't seen. Okay.
Wants to call her Jasif.
Okay.
All in favor of saying Sep, say I.
It's okay. You can call it.
You know what? I'll believe the dev and a voiceover actor. How about that, huh? How about? Okay.
Thank you.
All right. Sep it is. So. Yeah.
I don't know what that word means, but I like Sep better.
Yeah.
Yeah. See?
Sep.
Do not call it that. It's just a stupid...
Calling yourself queen is a lot sillier.
Yeah.
Ow!
Sip's lips trembled in anger, but Adder just shrugged. That's what she got for picking on him, yeah? The redhead tensed her whole body. Oh damn, and when she was about to reply, she decided instead to just look away, okay?
Are you okay?
She turned her face sharply towards his. There was something different in the way she was looking at him.
Adder, right?
Yeah, that's me.
He took a hand to his heart and bowed his head as an instinctive greeting, accidentally clashing his horn against hers. Oh my god. He was surprised to find out that somehow that was a lot less gross than he thought it'd be. And he didn't know how to feel about this.
Let me stop you right here.
Appreciation, alright?
I need to steal my heart for this.
Okay.
Steal?
Oh, I think I know what
Yeah.
you mean.
Okay. I mean, let me know you're ready.
For this moment.
Okay. Yes, go ahead.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I will scream all the same, but go ahead.
Alright, let's do this.
Didn't you want to know your future? Then listen closely.
Okay. She puts her mouth right next to his ear and whisper. Okay, I don't think that's the ear, girl, but hey, I'll take that.
She's trying.
Ruin the moment.
Okay.
You're coming with me tonight.
Why are you guys laughing? Come on, man.
It's better. It gets better.
Okay.
Okay, you know.
Okay.
You really are one of a kind.
Oh god, that's so
Come
cute.
to the Desert Rose when the lights are all out. My room is on the first floor, but climbing there should be easier than climbing the bridge at the very least.
Oh, wait, so it didn't happen? It didn't happen?
You know, coming with me tonight.
Hey,
Wink, nuts.
You know what that means, boy.
Yeah, boy, I understand, girl, I understand, but hey, I mean...
Wink, nuts.
Adder doesn't speak fluent wink, and nudge.
I mean, I don't... Okay, I'll trust Adder, man. I'll trust Adder. Okay, I'll trust you, Belle. I'll trust you.
Wait, climb? Room? There you go saying weird stuff again. I'm not a thief, and I'm not a horn eater.
God damn it. Without previous warnings, the fire in the orb extinguished, leaving the room in a total darkness. Adder didn't even have goddamn time to feel alarmed. He felt her hands on the back of his, and the next he knew, her lips were over his, and his mind shuts up completely!
Wait for it.
Okay.
See you later.
Okay.
He couldn't even stop to consider how he felt about that before the kiss was over. With his mind still in a daze, he got up and turned around to leave. For a few moments, he stood frozen outside the tent, merely appreciating the cool dusk breeze on his fur. By the time his thoughts began making any sense, he was already running home at full speed. Crying? Disconsolately about the realization that he was, in fact, a horn eater! Is it?
Oh my god!
I mean, he didn't eat her yet, you know?
Oh,
you know what I'm saying?
Oh, God, that's what Adder would say if he didn't know what a horn eater was.
Anyway. Oh, that's the...
Yeah, that's it.
And we're done!
Hey there, this is the end for now.
Beautiful.
Thanks a lot for playing. If you enjoyed this demo, please consider supporting on Patreon. And follow her at Twitter. And thank you Thank you, Sandra, for making this game. In fact, oh my god.
Thank you all for being here.
So,
And thanks, Belle, for extending my continue. Again.
Aw.
We spent way too long.
Thank you for having me on board. This is by far like the greatest project I've ever been in so far.
Oh.
and now go. Your planet needs you. Okay.
Oh!
And that was the Hayseed Knght. Yo.
Yeah.
Greatest thing ever.
Oh my god. So, if I know we went over how long? 2 hours probably?
2 hours.
Yeah.
Wow. So this game
I have no problem with that.
I mean this game is like 30 minutes gameplay, I believe, right?
Yeah, it's 30, 40 depending on how fast you read.
Yeah. So yeah, if you guys and this is still a demo, guys. This is still a demo, right? And I was wondering when will be the full release will happen? Just wondering, like when do you
I have
expect?
no idea.
Oh.
Yeah, we're kind of working demo to demo on this.
Yeah, it's just me, so I can't really, I can't really budget, nor like have a determine this is the end kind of thing. So I work.
see.
I'm releasing it chapter by chapter right now.
I see. I mean, you know what? If you follow her right on Twitter and support her on Patreon, for sure you will get that information.
Which if you haven't been following her this whole time, where have you been?
Yeah, follow me. I won't shut up about this game.
So, people, if you want to follow her at the Hunk Bunker, right, at Twitter.
Yes.
Yes. The Hunk Bunker at Twitter. And I actually post a link in the description below, so please check her out. And again, Sandra, thank you very much for joining us in this live stream. I know it's like midnight, no, like early in the morning on your side.
2:30 a.m.
Oh god, I'm really sorry about that, girl.
It's okay. I had a lot of fun.
Sweet. And Belle, thank you for joining us. Bro, I mean, you're part of this game too, so, bruh, thank you very much for joining.
It's about time we finally got to play this game. I mean, Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Me and our bros, we're in this game. We helped make it good. This was the best experience of my life. No regrets.
So again, if you want to play this game, right, please check it out at itch.io. Type in The Hayseed Knght, and you'll find that game. Or just Google The Hayseed Knght. You'll totally find it at the very first search. Also, please, again, follow the Hunk Bunker for more information from Sandra. And that is it for today. In fact, you know what, Sandra? What are you up to, like, these days on the game? What's, like, the new stuff that you're working on? Yeah.
Okay. I'm writing right now the second. It's like 70% done or so.
All right.
I'm also updating in Hayseed. Like if you haven't seen it, it's
really good.
I'm going to fetch it in a second.
Which, if you haven't seen Ana's new artwork, or her recent artwork, then what are you doing with your life? Check it out.
Wait, it's here.
I'll give you a hint. I'll give you a hint. Imagine something Fire Emblem-esque.
Oh, okay.
I can find it. Where is it? Okay, found it. This is her new concept art.
Hold on.
Where is my waifu? I want boss to be here.
Hold on. Would you send it on Discord?
Yeah, it's not working right now. The copy paste.
Oh, okay. You know what? If you send me a link, I'll put it in the description below so people could watch it for show.
Yeah.
For show. And
it's not working for some reason. Because Firefox decided to die.
Goddamn.
I'll show it later.
All right. Anyway, I believe I already let you guys know where you can find Sandra. But you know what? Sandra, where can people find you besides Twitter and Patreon?
You can find me on Twitter and Patreon. I mean, you could go to my for a server. I never done anything. Or you could try to find me on my other Twitter account, which I'm never in either. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, just reach me on Twitter or Patreon.
All right, please follow her. And Belle, where can people find you?
You can find me at RusapeB on Twitter, as well as most other websites like Hezekiah Club, BehindTheVoiceActors.com, DeviantArt, SoundCloud, etc., yada yada yada, as True Myriad. So check me out on there.
Gotcha. And if you guys are interested in me, you can find me at Tony Honorific on Twitter and this channel right now, Tony Honorific or the Unreal Broadcast. So, again, thank you much for. Oh my God, I can't tell. Thank you very much for watching today. Again, thank you very much for joining us, Sandra MJ and Belle. Thank you. And
Thank you for having us.
that is it for the show, Bruhz. We see you next live stream, which we do not know. Probably on the Unreal Broadcast.
Wait, the broadcast.
Yeah.
The Unreal Broadcast, like this Friday.
Yeah, for sure. And in future, we will invite Sandra to the Unreal Broadcast for sure. So,
Hey.
Ooh, yeah.
hey, so when that happens, we'll let you guys know. And that is it for this live stream. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.
See ya.
Woo! Take care, Bruhz.